So this woman makes cheating ex get her name tattooed before ghosting him. So when your POS ex wants you back, so you tell him to get your name tattooed on him, but plan on him ghosting him immediately afterwards. Now the reason why we want to talk about this, right, is because one of the most important financial decisions in your life is going to be the person that you end up being with, right? For example, the person that you end up marrying. There could be a lot of issues in terms of who you end up marrying for your financial future, your family's financial future, etc., etc. But let's get right into the story. So, TikToker has been described as evil for making her cheating ex boyfriend get her name tattooed on his arm before ghosting him straight afterward. The woman, known only as Lana, posted a video to her TikTok account last week showing her ex getting inked up inside a tattoo parlor while she watches on with a coy look on her face. The video did not feature the finished tattoo, so it's unclear whether Lana is being truthful about her purported prank. Who knows? It's TikTok. However, a woman claiming to be the man's current girlfriend, Daniela Cariola, left a comment beneath the TikTok video verifying the tawdry tattoo tale. So this tattoo was done March of 2021 before we even met. I make fun of him for it, yes, but people get tattoos of names all the time, Cariella wrote, defending her man. She did not confirm whether her beau had cheated on Lana. Meanwhile, many viewers praised Lana for her tattoo trick, with one hailing it a boss move. There's the dude getting inked up. Love that for you, Queen. Another fan cooed before a third chimed in. Wait, this is so evil, but I love it. However, there were others who felt the prank went too far. This isn't exactly a prank. This is literally you basically lying to somebody who cares about you. If they cheated, okay. That doesn't mean that you should necessarily punish them by getting something permanent on them, right? So that's just wrong no matter what the circumstance is, a detractor commented. It's not the only tattoo TikTok video to go viral this month. Last week, TikToker Ashton Grace, who uses they them pronouns, revealed that they got their boyfriend's name inked down their spine in giant letters just 1 week before they break up, which we'll cover that story as well. So yeah, let's go over that story. So yeah, woman gets huge tattoo of boyfriend's name 1 week before breaking up, and that is a massive tattoo. Okay, that is a massive tattoo. Okay, for those that end up listening to it, it's literally basically from her, like the back of her neck, basically down right above her butt, straight down her spine. Right. So, a TikToker user has revealed they got their boyfriend's name inked down their spine in giant letters just 1 week before they broke up. Ashlyn Grace, who uses they them pronouns, for some reason, took to the social media app last week to share a story about the enormous inking. The 21-year-old posted a video set to the Lizzo track Rumors, accompanied by text which read, I heard you got a tattoo of your ex's name and y'all broke up a week later. Grace's followers flooded the comment section of the video asking to expect the ink. The youngster was happy to oblige and in a follow-up clip pulled up their top to reveal the tat. Don't be alarmed, it's a bit big, Grace stated just seconds before the big reveal, and viewers were left stunned by the word Alexander stretching all the way down Grace's spine from the tip of their neck to the top of their tailbone. So the reply to at Jana Quinosis, his mom texts me sometimes to make sure I haven't covered it yet. Wow. Not the Times New Roman size 48 font. Why? One aghast follower exclaimed. The tattoo artist who did this needs to be put in federal prison. Now, Paul viewer chimed in. I would have to say no to that one, just because people come in all the time in tattoo shops to basically do whatever they want, right? And it should not be the responsibility of the tattoo artist for people's decisions as to what they want to put on their body. Now, others stated Grace should get the surname of a famous Alexander added to the base of the tattoo so that it was no longer an ode to an ex. Some suggestions included Alexander Graham Bell, Alexander Hamilton, and even Alexander the Great. However, despite despite attracting the ire of many of the 7.2 million people who watched the clip, Grace said they don't regret the tattoo at all. Almost a year later, and I still don't regret it. It's been 11 months and I still have no ideas or any desire to find a cover up artist, they stated. It's unclear whether Grace is still on good terms with Alexander. Meanwhile, Grace isn't the only TikToker to go viral after showing off a badly timed tat. Earlier this year, a user revealed a very awkward tattoo she had inked just before the coronavirus pandemic. The woman who posted under the handle Waka Flocka a flow car posted a now viral video in which she showed off her tattoo which read, "Courageous and radically refuse to wear a mask." She stated, "So I got this tattoo. I've wanted it for a couple of years. It basically means being like true to yourself and real and not pretending to be something you're not, but I could not have had worse timing. P.S. I'm not anti-mask, I promise." So here's the thing, right, that people need to understand. Whenever you make a permanent decision, it could have lasting effects, right? In terms of your personal life, relationship life, and financial life. For example, let's say that you were to go and buy a car that costs the same that you make in a year, right? That's a very bad choice. And in a lot of cases, it might actually be permanent in a sense, right? Because you're basically screwed. Now, there are some ways to kind of like solve that issue, which we won't go over right now. But if you want to learn how to get out of debt, go to 14bucks.com. But another example, which is actually truly permanent in terms of potential destruction, is getting married. Getting married is basically a legal agreement and basically a joint venture with someone, right? You're basically having a legal partnership with someone. So that means that basically, if something were to happen, if your marriage no longer existed in terms of you getting divorced, guess what? Basically, there's a good chance that both parties will end up basically getting bankrupt, potentially getting into debt to simply just solve the issue of getting divorced. So be very careful who you get into a relationship with. Be very careful who you end up marrying. It could have crazy effects on your personal finances. And you got to think about it too, right? Let's just use like this girl's example, right? This massive Alexander tattoo. Guess what? This is probably like a few $100s, if not a few grand, for this massive tattoo. So basically, she lost a decent amount of money for something that lasted a week, in a sense, right? Like that's pretty horrible. Feel free to give your thoughts. Would you ever get a tattoo of a partner? Where would you do it? How would you do it? Would you do something like the massive back spine tattoo, right? I think it'd be pretty curious to. It would be very interesting to see people's reactions to this massive tattoo because this is not a small tattoo. This is huge. Okay, this is a thick tattoo.